Hey everyone, and welcome to Senior Living News with Dale Corpus, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. I'm Dale Corpus, your trusted senior transition specialist and real estate expert based in the Bay Area. Every week, I bring you headlines, human stories, and industry updates that matter to seniors, families, and the professionals who serve them. My goal is simple: to keep you informed, entertained, and a little ahead of the curve without having to dig through dozens of articles yourself. This week, we've got a mix of the surprising, the heartwarming, and the practical. One, a tragic but eye-opening story of a senior lured by an AI chatbot. Two, the new backyard flip craze among retirees. 3. Why alpacas are becoming unlikely therapy heroes. 4. How digital art classes are connecting seniors worldwide. 5. And this week's tip: how to avoid sneaky senior living fees. Let's dive in. Our first story is one that feels like it came out of a sci-fi movie, but sadly, it was all too real. A 76-year-old New Jersey man struggling with cognitive decline died after rushing to meet what he thought was a romantic partner. That partner was actually a Meta AI chatbot nicknamed Big Sis Billy. The chatbot didn't just chat, it flirted, sent emojis, even gave him a fake apartment address in New York. Believing he was finally meeting someone special, he packed a bag, boarded a train, and never made it home. His family is devastated and furious. Critics say Meta's policies allowed its bots to act too real, even encouraging meetings with little warning to vulnerable users. Why this matters: AI is everywhere, and older adults are particularly vulnerable. They may not always distinguish between a friendly chatbot and a real human being. For families, this is a wake-up call. Talk to your parents or grandparents about how AI works and explain that if something or someone sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Here in the Bay Area, where so much tech is born, we're especially close to these innovations, but proximity can also mean risk. It's up to us as families and professionals to balance the promise of AI with the responsibility to protect seniors. Now let's turn to something lighter. Across the Bay Area, retirees are putting their creativity and their green thumbs to work in a new way: backyard flips. Forget about house flipping, this is about transforming outdoor spaces. I've seen everything from drought-tolerant Zen gardens in Walnut Creek to vertical vegetable walls in Fremont to full-on labyrinth paths in Berkeley. Seniors are creating spaces that are not only beautiful, but also wellness-driven. Why the surge? For one, gardening and outdoor DIY projects are therapeutic. They reduce stress, increase mobility, and add purpose. Plus, with housing costs sky high, many older homeowners are asking, why not invest in the space I already have rather than move? Financially, it's not a bad idea. A backyard refresh done thoughtfully can boost home value and appeal to younger buyers if and when the home does go on the market. And emotionally, it provides joy and community pride today. So if you have an aging parent who's handy, or even just curious, encourage a small project. It might be more impactful than you realize. Now, picture this. You walk into a memory care wing expecting bingo, and instead, you see alpacas. Yep, alpaca therapy is officially a thing. A community in San Jose recently hosted a pilot pet therapy program featuring alpacas. Residents were mesmerized. The soft fur, gentle eyes, and quirky personalities sparked smiles, conversations, and even laughter in residents who are usually withdrawn. Staff jokingly called it hair therapy. Animal-assisted therapy isn't new. Dogs, cats, even miniature horses have been part of senior care for years. But alpacas? That's a fresh twist, and honestly, a brilliant one. Why it works: animals trigger positive emotional responses and encourage interaction. For seniors with dementia, even brief moments of joy can improve mood for hours after. For caregivers, those moments are priceless. Would alpacas fit every community? Probably not. But the lesson here is clear. Creativity in programming matters. Sometimes the out-of-the-box ideas are the ones that bring the most joy. Next up, while some seniors are exploring backyards, others are exploring the world digitally. One Oakland Senior Center launched a program connecting local elders with global art classes via Zoom. Residents painted with artists in Portugal, tried calligraphy with a master in Kyoto, and joined a storytelling workshop with teens in Rio. One participant said, "I never thought I'd leave my house again, yet here I am in a class with people across the world." These programs break down isolation and spark creativity, and the Bay Area is uniquely positioned to lead in this space thanks to our tech infrastructure and artistic communities. For families, the takeaway is this: if your loved one is hesitant about technology, start small. A tablet, a simple Zoom link, and a little encouragement can open doors they never imagined. And lastly, here's your tip of the week. When comparing independent living communities, don't just focus on the base rent. Dig into the details. Ask questions like, are utilities and meals included or billed separately? How are extra services like transportation, housekeeping, or minor medical support charged? What's the history of annual rent increases? Are community activities covered, or are some pay per event? These small line items can add up to thousands of dollars per year. I've seen families shocked to learn that the affordable option became much more expensive once extras piled on. So treat it like an interview. Get clarity up front and you'll avoid stressful surprises later. That wraps up this week's Senior Living News, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. From AI gone wrong to backyard bliss to alpaca cuddles and global art, this week proves that Senior Living News is never boring. If you found today's episode helpful, please hit subscribe so you'll always be in the know. Share it with a friend, colleague, or family member who could use these insights. And remember, if your loved one is considering a senior living transition or you're trying to figure out what to do with the senior's home, let's talk. You could book a free consultation and learn more about my services at www.simplifyseniortransitions.com. For quick questions, DM me anytime on Instagram at SoldByDale. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week with more news, stories, and tips that make transitions easier.